Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
I'm trying to fix my screen really quick. Right, it's good. So welcome to the first round of the playoffs for state. It's Case versus Fort Atkinson. I am Chloe, one of your casters.
And Bryce, the other caster. And I'm gonna really quick explain the rules to what is about to happen. So this is the map Oasis. There are basically like three rounds you go through, or just two if one team just gets both points. This basically the control is basically where two teams fight over 1 point. So it's basically just King of the Hill, and they just brawl it out on point until they get to 100%.
So Case is going to be the team in the blue, and then Fort Atkinson is the team in the pink color, and then this in the center area is the point that they're fighting over.
So we're gonna see that Case reaches the point first. Fort Atkinson getting their team together, looking to start pushing a bit here, but Case is still holding their line. The man goes down early, but Case now reverse swinging, getting a huge shatter from Luke, and it looks like Case is going to be able to capture the point. Chloe, what did you notice anything big there besides the fact that Luke built up like a shatter in like 3 seconds?
Fast shatter, and then they took down the whole team for the most part.
Yeah, that was like,
so it's a big reset.
Good. And it looks like Fort Atkinson is now getting ready to make another push as a team again. Fort Atkinson actually is looking pretty close to their shatter and their nano, which could be very strong here. Okay, the nano comes out. Isn't really getting too much use. Uno goes down. Aerial AJ getting 2 picks. Luke getting another shatter. I don't know how he's pulling this off. And it looks like Fort Atkinson with nothing left. Bob coming out from Aerial AJ, and they're getting the whole team. Another huge reset for Fort Atkinson. So now we get to watch as Fort Atkinson is now going to start pushing. They have 2 ultimates, almost 3. Reaper trying to look for a flank, but it looks like free Wi-Fi is there to stop it. Luke comes out the shatter. It looks like Case is going to push through and get the win for that team fight. Oh wait. I want you to answer this question for me. What is going on here? How are we building shatter so fast? What is this? These plays
so far up. Looks like Fort Atkinson's trying to push through the back way to just get a touch on the point. You can see in the top middle that Case has 99% on the scoreboard.
Oh, how comes the grab from Case? The bomb.
Strike and bomb.
But it looks like Case is going to come out on top. Fantastic performance from Case. Looks like Fort Atkinson just like couldn't use any of their ultimates there. It's a little unfortunate. Very excited to see what's up next. I would have really liked to see Ilios though, but this is fine. So, Chloe, mind telling us what do you think is gonna? Do you have any predictions for here? Do we have any like plans that you might see formulating here?
It's gonna be the same as last round. Just
Oh,
it's pretty much the same comps. The point is the area that my scrim's pointed at right now. It's Casey's gonna get a far hold, team kill right away.
okay. Bold, but I like it. There's also a Farah now on for Atkinson's team, meaning that Aerial AJ is gonna have to take her out, but it looks like Uno is able to take her out first. Okay, Luke getting put low. Uno getting in some more picks. And then it looks like Case's tanks are now gonna go in and help clean up. Free Wi-Fi popping off, getting a lot of kills here.
Case just pushing them back towards their spawn.
Now it looks like Farah gets taken out by a fire strike from Luke. Very interesting way to die as Farah. Okay, Luke playing on the corner, getting a shatter, and there it goes, getting 4 people. Huge play from Luke. I mean, sorry, Crazy Crafter. And it looks like Case is coming out on top. So, looks like your prediction is actually correct. Good job, bro. For Atkinson, now holding on to 4 ults, nearing 5, is gonna have to start making a push here. Nano comes out. Okay, Barrage also comes out. Case losing 3 members. But it looks like Case will not be able to take on the amount of losses they took there. And they're gonna have to forfeit the point after a little bit of stalling.
It's only our Ashe still touching point.
Yep, Aerial AJ eventually gets tracked down and taken out. And the point is now in Fort Atkinson's hands. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong.
This will heal you.
Okay, so as time passes, Case is getting their team together. Looks like they're heading up to the high ground. Okay, Case getting a bit of damage in on the Farah, but it's just getting healed back. Rally comes out from Case. Looks like there might be a push here. The tire comes out from Case.
Grab comes out from Case.
And oh yeah, sorry. And bomb came out from Fort Atkinson, actually taking out 2 people. But it looks like Fort Atkinson is not going to be able to hold on to the point, and it looks like it's going to go to Case.
Allow me to repair the damage. This will heal. Kill them all.
Cole comes out from Case.
Yep.
Blizzard comes out from Fort Atkinson.
Get into position.
Yep. 4 kills from Case onto Fort Atkinson into overtime, and it looks like ultimate's coming out from Case. It looks like that's going to be game 1. A stunning performance from both teams. Case especially shined in this match, and I'm very excited for the upcoming matches.
Play of the game.
And those fast building shatters from Luke are absolutely insane. Chloe, what did you think of that
Well,
overall?
that was kind of interesting to see the new Shatter actually in a game with the 200 more damage for the people that are close to them.
Oh yeah.
It definitely helped out.
Yeah, watching that case, well, just watching that damage was insane.
I'll quickly show the starting lineup profiles. So we've got Luke, Crazy Crafter, main tank player. We've got Riley, Wi-Fi, who is a off-tank player. Ariel, who is a DPS player, mains Ash. We've got Richard, who is a DPS player. M the Man, who's a support player, Mercy main, and then Robin, Beep Bop Boo, a support player, Moira main. Do you want to do hybrid rules?
Absolutely, it would be a pleasure. So, for those watching, hybrid is a mode where there is an attacking and defending team. Attack team will be trying to capture a point, and then they will then push a payload that unlocks after capturing said point. The defending team is obviously trying to stop this, and it looks like we'll be going with King's Row, but some other examples of this map are Blizzard World. Let me try and think of the others. I'm not looking at the sheet right now. Numbani, and then one other one. Not two other ones, but
Hollywood and
remember.
Eichenwald.
That's the ones. Thank you, Chloe. Appreciate it.
Case is going to be defending first. And then if there is at any point anybody in particular that you want me to spectate, just throw it in the chat.
Yep, it is. As the match starts, we're gonna be seeing which kind of compositions that each team is running, and if I'm correct, yep, it looks like Case will be running a brawl comp, and is that considered bulldoze? What Fort Atkinson is running?
Not sure.
Because if I remember right, bulldoze, it's not like, well, it takes 2 shield tanks, but no, bulldoze was normally with Winston. I don't really know what comp they're running. Seems like half their team wants to stay at a distance and the other half wants to get up face first. So I don't really know how this is gonna play out, but it could go either way.
So as
And hopefully, oh sorry.
No, you continue.
No, you go.
Alright, so that's Fort Atkinson's spawn right there. They're going to make their way down this path to this highlighted blue box. That is their first point. As you can see top middle, the diamond shape that has the A in it, that's point objective A. Once that circle fills up, that means they have captured that full objective. And then this is a major choice point right here, and then it looks like Case is going to be holding on the right side of the statue.
Richard gets taken out a little unfortunate, and I mean a little early, which is unfortunate. I'm really screwing up my English today. But the res does come out. Looks like Case now turning on to Fort Atkinson, now brawling on the point.
Take out
Looks
their
like-
Reaper.
Oh, sorry. Looks like Case now brawling it out, getting a lot of picks here. The shatter comes out from Luke, not really getting much value besides intimidation, but it's always nice to see it. And it looks like Case was able to hold off Fort Atkinson.
Now see what I can do.
So, Chloe, I want you to tell what do you think of Fort Atkinson's comp? Because we've had several teams in the past that have run interesting comps, and this is like the only one that seems like a somewhat reasonable one, but it still just seems off, and I want to know your opinion on it.
I mean, it could work if you played it well enough. Not something.
Oh my
that
God! Hold on.
You should run.
Yeah, but
The huge
Yeah.
tire from Unal.
yeah, it was absolutely massive. This is getting interesting. Some big ults coming out from Case. I must say, is it just me or does Fort Atkinson seem to hold on to their ults a lot?
They do seem to hold them. I think it was a lot of hold or just not usage of them.
Yes. Because I remember in the last map, Fort Atkinson, they had like 3 ults and they had like 5. Yeah, they had like 5 and they only used like 1 or 2 just to try and push in. Up and back to the fight. Case now pushing back. Ariel, AJ putting out Bob, getting several picks. Okay, the Death Blossom coming out from Fort Atkinson, but it came out at the wrong time. And it looks like that is going to be that team fight in Case's favor. Okay, Reaper from Fort Atkinson. Now I'm trying to get a little front forward. And Case getting a lot of poke damage in.
Case does have 3 ults coming into this next fight: Shatter, Grab, and Tire, while Fort Atkinson has Window and Valk.
Yep.
And there's the Window.
Yep. Window from Fort Atkinson, but that's only effective in direct line of sight. So when Case just steps out of line of sight, it's kind of ineffective.
Huge grab from Case.
Grab and then the Tire. Oh, and the Shatter comes out from Luke. Looks like Case is gonna engage and take out Fort Atkinson again. Once Fort Atkinson is back up, that's gonna be their final fight. They already used all their ultimates in this push, so we're gonna have to see how they try and muster up the power to try and power through Case.
Case back up to 2 ults, being Bob and Valk.
I can definitely see them using Bob to hold the choke point. Yep, and then Valkyrie to sustain through the push. Yep, and it looks like with Window as well, Case was able to successfully hold off Fort Atkinson quite well. And that is the first round. So now Fort Atkinson with 0% on point will now allow Case to only have to capture 1 tick, and it will be their victory. Oh, by the way, did you update the score? I'm not.
I did.
Check. Okay, thank you.
Or it should be.
Just wanted to make sure. Let me think. So it looks like Case will be running Brawl again. I think I'm placing my bets on that. Brawl reigns supreme on King's Row. And soon we shall see how Fort Atkinson will maybe change their comp to try and deal with this. Okay, running a Reinhardt Eva composition, a little interesting. Ooh, Case running. Oh, God.
Sim TP with the Bastion.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong. I mean, it's just a little overkill. But it looks like Fort Atkinson also has their own Symmetra, who could possibly hold the line. So we will have to see if Case can get the TP off. Okay, Bastion now TPing, now proceeding to try and gun down the support, but he gets taken out before he can. This is a little unfortunate for Case. They were relying on this TP gimmick, and then it didn't work. But it looks like Case still engaging. Getting a lot of alt charge. Luke going in, face forward. Swinging that hammer, getting those kills. Shatter comes out. And it looks like that's going to be another Case victory. And we get to once again see this amazing tire from Uno. And yeah.
Epic.
Job well done.
Alright, so the next game mode is going to be Escort. Attackers are going to attempt to move a payload through different points throughout the map. Defenders are going to try to stop the payload from going to those points along the map. The map choices are Dorado, Havana, Junkertown, Rialto, Route 66, and Walsh Point, Gibraltar. We're going to go with Dorado. I believe Case is going to be defending first again.
Let me really quick check. There's no confirmation on what role they're playing. I mean, what position they're taking first, but I believe it's going to be defense.
Yeah. And then we do have a couple players being switched out. So we have Jay Coldy Cold going in instead of Wi-Fi in off-tank main. We have Diego, who is a DPS player. And then we have Jose going in, who is a support player.
Yep, we've brought in some more people, and it looks like we'll be able to see them in action. I'm very excited to see some of these players play, because it has been a while since I was on stream, I mean. And, you know, I'm pretty excited. So, by the way, Chloe,
Ready for battle.
do you think that Case is going to what's the word? Do you think they're going to try and pull any flanks here, or no?
I mean,
They are running double shield, but they do have a soldier. So
I mean, possibly. For the most part, they're probably going to stay grouped together, though. So this is going to be Fort Atkinson spawn. This is the payload that they are going to try to push. Pushing the payload means that they are going to have at least one player on it. 3 players that are in the area around it means it moves at max speed. If one of the defenders is in the area around it, that counts as a payload. It stops.
Yep. So, Case getting a lot of early poke damage in, allowing Case to build up some early ult charge and get the ult advantage onto Fort Atkinson. And it looks like Diva has already been demeched, and a pick already goes out onto one of Fort Atkinson's supports. This is already a big loss for Fort Atkinson. The fight has barely begun.
Barrier's about to break. Just give me a moment to think.
Okay. Case getting some more poke damage in. Aerial AJ finding yet another pick. And Fort Atkinson just trying to get some movement on that payload. Case's DPS still finding more picks.
Case gets a pick on their Mercy.
Yep. Case using half their team just to hold pressure on this first part. Case now getting ready. because Fort Atkinson is now preparing to move forward. The huge flux comes out.
It's 2 picks. And then the mech from the diva. Gets the diva.
And it looks like that's going to be the big play from Case here. Most of Fort Atkinson does get taken out. A few stragglers also get caught, most notably the Reinhardt. And it looks like Fort Atkinson is gonna have to start getting their ultimates up. Also, there also is a swap to Tracer, so wonder how that's gonna go.
Barriers about to break.
Knowing Ariel's aim, it won't last for long.
Observe the barrier.
Both teams have their Mercy ultimate Valkyrie, while Fort Atkinson has Nano and Case has Bob.
Diva from Fort Atkinson now pushing onto Case, getting caught on her own, even though she does have Nano to help protect her. It won't last forever. Case's tanks now dropping to the low ground, just applying pressure here. Okay, Case getting more ultimates. The flux comes out from Case. And looks like both of tanks from Fort Atkinson have now been incapacitated. And Case can now continue holding their position.
60 seconds.
Looks like Fort Atkinson's Tracer is possibly looking for a flank here.
Barrier is unstable.
Case still holding on to the high ground, waiting for Fort Atkinson to make a bit more of a, I don't know, more fleshed out push. The flank does come out from Trance, but Case is able to shut it down pretty fast.
Let's get you back out there.
Case does still have 4 ults, being Flux, Visor, Window, and Velk. Most likely a Window Visor will come out.
Flux comes out from Case, getting 2 picks. And it looks like that's going to force Fort Atkinson into overtime. And it looks like the Shatter somehow finds Cold, even though he was like a mile away. And it looks like that is going to be the end of the round.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So with Case attacking now, they're going to have their payload start in the same spot. They're come out the same doors, have to make their way all the way around, just like Fort Atkinson did, and they have to make their payload just slightly further ahead of where this one is that Fort Atkinson moved theirs to.
Yep. I believe that we may actually see... Ooh, okay, so we're gonna see a dive comp from Case. This is definitely something I wanted to see. I've been wanting Case to go dive for a while now. We do definitely see a lot of brawl from them, which is where they're probably their strongest. But I definitely like seeing dive in action. Chloe, any opinions on either team's comp?
No, it's just you got a Diva v Diva. For tank wise, it's gonna be. I mean, it's a different comp for Case. I think it's gonna be very strong for them though.
Yeah, they do have some pretty strong team coordination, so I definitely believe they can make something happen here.
The only thing they're gonna have to keep an eye out for is the turret on the top of the red building to the left of Case's spawn.
Yep, as Case is going to start making their way forward, some of Case members are already getting a lot of early ult charge, especially the supports who are getting some early healing in. Yep, Aerial AJ already finding a pick on one of Fort Atkinson's DPS. And it looks like the resurrect does come out for said DPS, but it's just not going to be enough. Case now pushing forward. Crazy Crafter getting in a lot of damage in on the back line, taking out the Mercy, and the rest of Case's team also pulling out. Taking out
Both
English.
tanks are gone from Fort Atkinson.
God, Chloe, can you just English for me for a bit? I'm sorry.
And then the payload hit the spot. Case won that round.
Yeah. Oh God, English. Gotta love it. Okay.
Play of the
And then we have Coley Cole with the play of the game. The big flux.
It looks like that is going to be the round of very nice performance from Case. I kind of want to see what happens next. I want to say I can already make the prediction of what is going to happen, but I still want to see it. So I'm very I'm anticipating this next match.
The next game mode is going to be Assault. Oh. Just... Well, I guess that's the end of the game. It's 3 for playoffs.
Yep, and it looks like that, as Chloe just said, that is going to be it. A great performance from Case. I do think that Fort Atkinson definitely could have done they definitely could have put up more of a fight if they used their ultimates, but in the end, it was a pretty good match.
I mean, the only thing we really have for you is that next week, Wednesday at 4, it is going to be Case versus either Kettle Moraine or Appleton East to be in the top 4 for Division 1 playoffs.
Looks like that is going. Well, actually, do we want to do interviews or?
Your choice.
No. I don't know. Do you want to do them?
No interviews then.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't say anything about doing them, so we don't need to do interviews.
Oh yeah, we have both Smash and Overwatch playoffs
Yeah, I'll
next week.
pull up the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then next week, Wednesday is going to be the second round of playoffs for Varsity Overwatch. Next week, Tuesday at 4 is going to be the second round of playoffs for Smash. I do not know who they are going against yet. Let me pull that up. I believe Smash is going to be going against La Follette next week. And then State is going to be on Saturday the 22nd for both teams. Smash is going to be in the morning and Overwatch is going to be in the evening. Do you have anything else before I end stream?
Yep. Anything else we need to say?
I don't think so.
Yep. So I guess that concludes the stream for today. I thank you all for coming, and I wish you all have a great day.